Hi, my name is Garrett Christopher, and this is my YouTube channel called Garrett's Take. We're talking about homelessness. This is part 3. It's actually part 2.5 because the first part just cut off on me like 4 or 5 minutes in, but that's okay. We're going to keep striving on. Please visit GarrettChristopher.com. You'll find out more about me. I'm a self-published author. I've got a weekly podcast available both on Soundcloud and Spotify. I've got a couple of other YouTube channels. There's Garrett's Movie Take and Garrett's Sports Take. Please check those out. And yeah, Instagram, Facebook. If anything I got going on, please leave me comments. Good, bad, or indifferent. I want to know what you think. And specifically on this particular topic, by the way, the last topic I had was about the COVID vaccine. Should you take it or not take it? So please check that out. But yeah, please let me know what you think about this. So here is my goal, okay, with this talk, right? It's not going to be to end homelessness because there's no end to homelessness. Some people don't want to live under certain circumstances, right? And anytime someone is, from what I can tell, anytime someone is kind of bringing you out of the street and into, now you're kind of under their direction, they're this or that, whatever. So always gonna have the poor, always gonna have homelessness, but there are people, I'm sure, that would like to live to sleep on a bed and to have a meal, a regular meal. Not just the one time, which is fine. That's great. You're helping out. But so I'm looking for the overall, right? The long-lasting kind of help for this. I've got to call in to my city, my nearby city here about that. I want to know what our city does with that. What programs are there for someone? So if some kid is found out. When I say kid, it could be 15. He could be 40. Doesn't matter to me. 50, 60, whatever. What programs are there for that person, right? And when they resist, what do you do? When they don't want to be helped, maybe they're strung out on something, right? So that's where I am with this. So I'm actually kind of learning, and I want to share what I'm learning about this, and I want to know what you think. What have you done, dealt with, heard? I want all of it. Let's talk about it, because let's say that I was speaking with someone a few weeks back, and they were saying that most people don't want to be helped. And they were coming from a position where they hadn't been homeless, but very poor growing up. So they kind of knew, and that was their circle. And their argument back to me was, you don't understand, because you've never lived in that circle. And they're right. I've gotten hungry for a couple, 3 days when I first started to go to college, and for various reasons, but that was nothing close, not even close to what people who are living outside, what they deal with. His stance was, most of them don't want to be helped. They're strung out on drugs, and they just want that next high. And that may be true. And let's say that 95% of homeless people are in that situation. That's much higher, I'm sure, than it really is. But even for the 5%, what assistance, what help is there for them? Let's find that out, right? That's my whole goal. So I want to find out from my city what programs are available. What can I do to assist? Now, again, like I said in the last part here, will I stop my wicked ways? Will I start offering a little bit of help to the people that are on the corner, that are in front of the In-N-Out Burger, that just want a meal? Now, the kid didn't finish the meal. He took a couple of bites and then grabbed his food and left. What did he do with it? He could have been taking it to 2 kids, a couple of friends that were also hungry. He was going to share some of the food with them. I don't know. And truthfully, it shouldn't really matter. Because if I give, then I should be giving freely. And whatever you do with it is none of my concern. Or is it? Because if I give you a few bucks, if you're standing in front of a liquor store, right, and you look at of age, and I give you $3, $4, maybe I should be concerned that that's not going toward your hunger. That's going toward, you're going to buy a beer, or you're going to try and put it together and then buy, some narcotic or whatever. Let me say this to you also. I've never been drunk. I never smoked a joint. I don't know what it's like to be high, either through alcohol, through narcotic, what have you. So I don't know. I'm very, stupid when it comes to all that kind of stuff, right? So I don't know what people are going through when they're strung out, right? And I hope that comes across. I hope it comes across that I don't know a lot about this stuff, because I want to learn. And I want to try and engage you to help me learn, right? And then maybe the end result out of this, the desired end result would be that I'd be a better person and help the homeless in whatever capacity, but some capacity, because right now I'm not helping at all. And that perhaps the city in which I reside, people around me, awareness, that kind of a thing. Now, I don't live in Los Angeles, right? That's a huge tackle. But any community, right, is a huge tackle. I live in a fairly small city. It's surrounded, Southern California, so cities, you know, until you get like past like Riverside and all that, and you're heading to Palm Springs, all cities are all connected, right? If you haven't been to Southern California in decades, you come out now and it's just from the ocean all the way 50, 60 miles in, it's just cities all connected. There's no open space anymore. You know, Route 66 is not what it used to be, right? Anyway, so yeah, I want to grow into this. I want to find it. I want to go in with no preconceived notion, although I have my own. I've shared those stories as far as a woman that, you know, said she was my wife, the kid at the In-N-Out Burger, and other instances I've had like that where I've, you know, given them something or not, or just pretended I don't see you. You're there, I'm there. The stoplight is 2 minutes long and you're right there beside me, and you have a sign, you have a dog beside you, and I'm looking at your shoes. Are your shoes new? I'm looking at your clothes. Are your clothes new? Ah, they're not dirty. Ah, you don't need anything. And keep going. I'm just sharing with you what I'm thinking. And I'm sure there are some of those out there that you think the exact same thing. You're not hungry. And then I see you trading shifts. You're there every day from this time to that time. You go into the underpass and somebody else comes out and now it's their turn to do that. And you guys talk and share like that. Where do you go? Where do you live? Do you drive off somewhere? Is it my concern? Because there are homeless people. There are people that are destitute. And I don't care if you're young or old, you're hungry. You need a place to sleep. Do you want that though? Or do you just want the next hit? It's a humongous topic, but it's something I want to discuss because it's kind of on my heart. Again, we'll see just how much I actually help, and I'll share with you when I do the next time, which will be today, tomorrow, whatever, when I drive by that person who has the sign. I guess they was either playing the guitar or, I see that a lot now. They're like, you know, it's like, you know, like when you go to Vegas, there's always a few people that are playing music, they're dancing, they're doing something so you can drop money in the hat, right? I'm seeing that approach now with people that are, you know, on the street. Is that few bucks going to hurt me? Does it matter? Should I be concerned what they're doing with those few dollars? I don't know. I don't think so. But then I do think so. Why should I contribute to you buying more alcohol? To you continuing to be strung out on whatever? Why should I contribute to that? Heck, let's just open up a program where you come on in and there's just a table full of alcohol and weed and cocaine or whatever. I don't know that drugs are out there, right? But is that the equivalent? And how about those people that really want the help and need the help, right? That mom that has kids and just through circumstances now in this situation. And right now we're coming out of like, kind of coming out of COVID, not really, we're dipping back into it. But as far as rent and the moratorium on all that kind of thing, it's just, yeah, it's a big thing. Tell you what, let's end right here. When I get back to you next, I'll have hopefully some information. I'll talk to some more people. And please give me your comments. Let's talk about this. I want it to be open. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Thank you so much. My name is Garet Christopher, and I'll talk to you soon. GoPro, stop recording.